Why does man feel like he's a mystery? Why do men shut down? Why does he pull away when things get too emotional? Women often get it wrong. There are a few things about men that women still don't understand, and they're driving relationships into confusion. If you're a guy watching this, let's see if you can relate. This video might just explain everything. Most women don't realize that a man's identity is heavily tied to his ability to provide, fix, and solve. This isn't about money or traditional roles, it's about feeling useful. Men grow up hearing, "Be strong, don't cry, figure it out." From childhood, they're taught, "Your value equals your ability to handle things." Now here's the issue. In today's world, women are more independent than ever, which is amazing. But when a woman says, "I don't need a man," she might not realize how deeply that can affect a man's core identity. Let me explain. Lena is a go-getter, ambitious, smart. She tells her boyfriend, Ben, "I can handle this myself." She's not being rude, she's being empowered. But what Ben hears is, "You're not needed." That small sentence chips away at something bigger. He stops offering help. He stops showing up. He feels useless, so he pulls away. Men don't need to be needed all the time, but they do need to feel useful in some way. It's not about control, it's about purpose. Let's move to the second one, probably the most misunderstood truth about men. Men want to be vulnerable, but they've been told it's dangerous. Why? Because many men have opened up and got judged for it. Let me give you an example. A man tells his partner he's feeling depressed. He expects support. Instead, she becomes distant, confused, maybe even uncomfortable. She wanted him to open up, but when he did, it shook the image she had of him being strong. So next time, he keeps it in. They cried and got told to man up. They shared insecurities and were seen as weak. They asked for reassurance and were labeled needy. So, what do men do? They build walls. They wear masks. They become emotionally unavailable, not because they want to, but because they've learned it's safer that way. A lot of men are emotionally starving, and no one notices. Not even the women closest to them. They want to be seen, heard, and understood. But they're afraid that the moment they drop the act, they'll lose respect. The third one is emotional expression. When a man goes quiet, most women assume it's a red flag. They think he's pulling away, hiding something, or losing interest. Let me give you an example. Sarah and Jake have a fight. She says, "We need to talk." Jake stays quiet. She interprets that silence as him not caring. But in reality, Jake is trying to prevent the situation from escalating. He's trying to find the right words. He's trying not to say something he'll regret. But instead of seeing this as maturity, Sarah sees distance. And result? She gets more emotional. Jake shuts down further, and a cycle of misunderstanding begins. For many men, silence is not rejection. Silence is regulation. Men are biologically and socially conditioned to solve problems internally. He's not ignoring you, he's processing. Most women are trained to talk it out. They connect emotionally through words. But men, they often need space to think it through before they speak. Ladies, when a man is quiet, ask yourself, is he ignoring me? Or is he trying to protect the peace? Silence doesn't mean he doesn't care. It might mean he's thinking, protecting, or just needing space to recalibrate. He wants to feel useful, not because he thinks you're weak, but because it gives him purpose. Vulnerability is hard for him, not because he lacks emotion, but because he fears judgment. If more women could understand this, we'd stop labeling men as cold, distant, or emotionally unavailable, and start seeing them for what they really are. Share this video. Let's change how we talk about men. For good. Hit that like button, subscribe for more content like this, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next one. And drop a comment. What's one thing you think people misunderstand about men?